guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today's video is a tutorial on this look right here. It's kind of inspired of a Hawaiian sunset. My friend is currently in Hawaii at the moment. I saw her post a beautiful picture of the Hawaiian sunset over there on her Instagram and I fell in love and I thought, well, if I can't be there, then I'm going to create it on my eyes. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial and let's just jump right into it. Hey guys, so for today's video I'm starting off fresh face. I just got all my skincare applied and I'm moving straight on to applying some tape to my eyes. This is going to help to give us a nice crisp line at the end of our makeup look. I'm taking the NARS Smudge Proof eyeshadow base and I'm just applying that to my eyelids and then blending it out with the finger. This is going to help to keep the eyeshadows on longer. I have like a super oily lid, so I definitely need this step. Then I'm going to apply MAC's Painterly Paint Pot just to my eyelids, just to cancel out any redness or any veins or discoloration on my eyelids and give a good color base to the makeup. Now once that's all applied, I'm going to take this white eyeshadow from the Morphe 350 palette. I'm just going to apply that using a large fluffy brush all over my eyelids just to set that base. Then I'm moving on to this light brown shade from that same palette and I'm just going to apply that into my crease. This is going to act as our transition shade and will make it easier to blend out any shades that we put on later. I'm just going to intensify that to my liking, and then I'm going to move on to this kind of deeper orange shade and I'm just going to begin to apply that again into the crease. But I'm moving this a little bit higher up, so it's a little bit higher than the crease, and I'm just going to work that and kind of blend it down into the crease. But you guys can see what I'm doing. Then I'm going to move on to this more tangerine-y orangey colour and I'm going to place that more so into the crease, so a little bit lower than we just applied that original brown shade. And I'm just going to keep blending until I've got that to how orange and intensified as I want it. Then I'm going to take this more deep brown, it's kind of like a mahogany kind of colour, and I'm just going to really work that into my crease and just keeping it mainly on the outer section of the crease, not bringing it all the way into the inner corner. And again, I'm just going to keep blending and blending until I've got that as dark as I want it. So next up, I'm going to be taking a combination of MAC's Fig One and Makeup Geek's Purple Rain, and I'm just going to mix both of those onto a flat shader brush and I'm just going to apply that to my eyelids. Just going to pack that onto the base of my mobile lid. This is just going to act as a base for the shadows that we apply next. It's going to help to deepen up the two shadows as well. So on that same shader brush, I'm going to take Makeup Geek's foiled eyeshadow in Daydreamer and Masquerade, and I'm just going to apply those to my eyelids again with that same flat shader brush. It's going to just make it a little bit more glittery in the base. And I'm just going to apply that with that same brush and just pack it all over my lid until I get it as intense as I want. Then I felt like it needed to be a little bit more intense, so I just went over it with my finger as well, which increases the pigmentation. Then I'm going to take that light brown color and I'm just going to buff that into the edges to make sure there's no harsh lines and the transition is really seamless between the lid shades and also our crease colors. Then I'm going to take this dark brown again just to help intensify and deepen up that outer V. I'm just going to work that in again just with that same blending brush that we've been using, and I'm just going to keep working that into the eye, just focusing again on that outer crease. Next up, I'm going to take this kind of light creamy shade and I'm just going to apply that over the outer edges of all that orange that we've been using. So just make sure kind of takes the shadow down a bit if I find I've gone up a little bit too high in the brow bone, and make sure that all the shadows are really seamless on the edges. Then I'm just going to add a little bit of warmth again back into that area there, just with that light brown color, and just blend that with a large fluffy brush, and that will help to you can see it kind of goes from this light orange to deeper, then to the purples. Then I felt like the shadows just were not intense enough and it wasn't giving off the shine that I wanted, so I just sprayed my brush with a bit of MAC's Fix Plus and used those same combinations of those Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows and just packed that again onto the lids. And as you can see, that made such a huge difference. I love foiling eyeshadows with the MAC Fix Plus. Then Moment of Truth, yay! I love peeling off the tape, it looks so good. So yeah, just peeling off the tape to reveal that nice crisp line. Then I'm going to move on to the face. I'm taking my Becca Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector and I'm just going to apply that all over my face because I'm super oily. If you're not oily, you don't need to apply it everywhere. I just focus on your most oily areas, but my whole face is super oily, so I'm going to put it everywhere. So I'm going to take my Rimmel Lasting Finish foundation, and I'm just going to apply that all over my face. I firstly just pump it onto the back of my hand and then just use my finger to apply it all over my face. That way I find I get the best payoff and pigmentation. And then I'm just going to take my damp beauty blender and I'm going to blend that out. And once it's all blended, I'm going to take my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer and I'm just going to apply that under my eyes, on the center of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose and on my chin. Just going to help to kind of highlight, but also just add a little bit more extra coverage in the areas that I want. And then I'm just going to take the pointed side of the beauty blender and blend that out. I'm just going to be really careful along that line that we did before, that we made with the tape. So it's just going to really crisp up that line. Now once that's all blended in, I'm going to take my Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder and I'm just going to use my same beauty blender, it's still damp, and I'm going to pack that on just underneath my eyes, along the bridge of my nose, basically everywhere that we concealed, but I am going to end up, once I've kind of initially placed it, just blend out the excess along like my entirety of my face, again because I have really oily face, so I need to set everything. Then I'm going to take that light brown color and I'm just going to apply that under my eyes to help smoke out my lower lash line. And I felt like I needed to bring a little bit more of that orange, so I'm just going to take a tiniest little bit of this kind of shade here, which is really pigmented and super orange, and just apply that to the lower lash line. And then this is about the time that I realized that this shade I forgot to film, so I've just used a flat definer brush along the lower lash line to help stamp it out, as you can see. So just deepened up that lower lash line a little bit. Then I'm going to take this light shimmery color and I'm just going to use that as my highlight, so I'm just applying that onto my inner tear ducts, my brow bone, and just kind of blending the excess out with my finger so it's all nice and seamless. So I've just gone off camera and I've just applied a little bit of mascara to my top lashes and applied some false lashes and also filled in my eyebrows. And it's going to take a nude eyeliner and just apply that to my waterline and just some mascara on my bottom lashes. Then I'm going to be taking the Too Faced Melted Liquid Lipstick in Chihuahua and I'm just going to apply that to my lips. I recently got this in my Mecca Cosmetica Beauty Loop bag or box, and it's so, like, this color is like right up my alley. Then I'm just going to go and apply a little bit of blush and highlight, and then that's the finished look. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the look. Please subscribe to my channel if you're new. Please give this video a like, thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.